Hello students, welcome to ePathsala. Now I am going to handle the finishing agents, soil release, moth proof and mild proof agents. First I am going to introduce myself. Ariyar Sudan, Assistant Professor, Department of Textile Technology, Kumaruru College of Technology, Coimbatore. So in this lesson we are going to learn about what are the methods used to give the soil release to the textile material and how to repel the moth present in the textile material and how to remove the mild proof agents with respect to the textile material. Soil release finishes are used to remove easily with respect to the soil adhered into the textile material. So easily washable into the already mentioned textile materials. And moth proof and mild proof agents are easily remove the mild attack or antibacterial attack into the textile material. So easily withstand the textile based on the finishing agents. Soil release finishes. Soil release is the term used to describe the cleanability of fabrics by the laundering process. The preceding chapter dealt with finishes that made fabrics more resistant to soiling. However, in practices it has been found that soils have a way of penetrating even the best of repellent finishes. The textile items must be cleaned anyway. From a consumer point of view, a stain is perceived to be the worst case of soiling. With use, fabrics tend to develop an overall grey and dingy look, and this too is undesirable. But unless the consumer has the original fabric to compare with, the loss of whiteness is not objectionable unless it is severely discolored. A visible stain, on the other hand, even a mild one, is more objectionable. First, what is soil? Soil can be defined as unwanted substances at the wrong places. Most common soils fall into one of four categories: waterborne stains, oil-borne stains, dry particle soils, and composite soil involving oil and greases absorbed on particulate matters. Waterborne stains are not much of a problem. The stains are soluble in wash water. Food stains and dyed blood, although not water soluble, are responsive to proteolytic enzymes found in most commercial detergents. Dry particulate soils such as flour, clay, and carbon black are mechanically entrapped in the yarn interstices and resides on the surface of the fiber. Removal of particulate soils depends on overcoming the work of adhesion between the particles and the fiber surface, facilitating the transport of detergent solution to where they reside and transporting the particles into wash water. Mechanical energy is important for later. Oily soils, example salad oil, motor oil, food grease, are particularly difficult to remove from synthetic fabrics such as polyester, nylon, and polyacrylonitrile fibers. The absorption forces between the soil of oils and the synthetic fiber surfaces are so strong that it is virtually impossible to completely remove them by conventional laundering. For this reason, oily soils as a group are particularly difficult to remove the many washable fabrics made from 100% polyester and polyester blends, nylon and nylon blends. Lipstick, makeup, printing ink, used motor oil and atmospheric soot are example of composite soils, where bonding to the fiber is a function of the oily component. The removal of these stains is accomplished by overcoming the absorptive forces between the oil carrier and the fiber. How fabrics are soiled? Soil can be airborne particles that settled by gravitational forces or are electrostatically attractive to the fabrics. Soot is a troublesome airborne particulate that is difficult to remove from fabrics. Drapes, carpets, and upholstery are items brought to being soiled by airborne soils. Soils can transfer by contact with dirty surface and they can be ground in by pressure or rubbing. Soils can also transfer by wicking. Liquid soils in contact with fabrics will wick into the structure by capillary action. Soils removed in the laundering process may ready deposit back onto the fabric. Emulsified oils may break out of solution unless the emulsion is well stabilized. Also, the ionic charge of the emulsified soil may be attracted to an opposite charge of the fiber. Soil removal. Particulate soils. The adhesion between particulate soil and the fiber depends on the location within the fabric structure. The forces of attraction between the soil and fiber, the area of contact. Studies have been shown that as more energy is used to grind the particulate soil into the fabric, the more difficult will it be to remove it. Both the area of contact and the location within the fabric are influenced by the force. Removal of particulate soil is brought about by breaking the adhesive bond between the particulate and the fiber, wetting out the particulate to make the stable dispersion, and then carry off the dispersed particle into the bulk of the water. The greater the area of contact, the more difficult to break the adhesion bond. Fine particles have a greater area of contact. The tighter the fabric, the smaller are the interfiber voids, which also make the outward transport more difficult. Oily soils. The basic interaction between a liquid and solid was discussed in the previous chapter. On repellent finishes, it was shown that the thermodynamic work of adhesion is given by the Young or Dupree equation. From this, it follows that liquids that spread on a surface will have a zero contact angle. Since the cosine of 0 is 1, the work required to remove that liquid will 2 times the surface tension of the liquid. Most oils have a surface tension of about 30 dynes per centimeter, but in the water surface tension is 72 dynes per centimeter square. So they will completely spread or nearly all fibers except Teflon. Soil release chemicals. The introduction polyester cotton blends in the early 1960s brought to light the need for soil release chemicals. Up until the era, most all washable fabrics were constructed of 100% cotton. The laundry processes included high wash temperature, harsh chemicals, that is caustic, bleach, etc., and starch. Most all normal stains would be removed from these fabrics. When polyester entered the picture, oily stains become more difficult to remove. About the same time, home laundry procedure were changing. Lower wash temperature and less harsh chemicals involved to prolong the life of durable press finishes. Also, starching became unnecessary as the garment didn't require ironing. Milken can be credited for being first to introduce soil release durable press fabric to the consumer. They incorporated an acrylic acid copolymers into their electron beam curable durable press finish and merchandised the fabric under the Visa label. Shortly thereafter, the rest of the industry followed suit with a host of different soil release finishes. In general, soil release finishes are film forming polymer capable of imbibing water. Today, number has stabilized into 3 distinct varieties. 2 types work well on durable press finished cotton polyester blends, example acrylics and dual action fluorochemicals. These are added into the final durable press finish bath. A third type is engineered specified for 100% polyester fabrics, that is exhaustible. They are best applied in the dye cycle, although they may be applied by pat dry cure. First, soil release chemicals. Acrylic soil release finishes. The chemical composition of acrylic soil release finishes may be generalized as follows. Polymethaacrylic acid. The polymethaacrylic acid is completely water soluble and functions as soil release finish. However, the proper amount of cross linking is necessary before the finish to function properly. The soil release rating are influenced by the inclusion of diperoxide cross linking agent. When polymethaacrylic acid is cross linked with only the diperoxide, marginal soil release ratings are obtained. However, if a small amount of diperoxide is added with dihydroethylurea, the soil release ratings are vastly improved. Increasing the amount of diperoxide causes the soil release rating to drop again. This data supports the contention that the ultimate properties of the cured film deposited on the surface of the fiber determines soil release. Another development of the soil release finish is based on the methacrylic acid and ethyl acrylate copolymers. Monomers containing carboxylic groups can be polymerized with vinyl and acrylic comonomers to yield a range of copolymers with varying carboxyl content. Copolymers of methacrylic or acrylic acid and ethyl acrylate have been found to be particularly useful as soil release agents. An acid content of 70% or less give relatively high molecular weight emulsion polymers, whereas higher proportions of acid renders the polymer water soluble and of lower molecular weight. A particularly good combination for soil release is 70% methacrylic acid and 30% ethyl acrylate. The effectiveness of copolymers can be seen in the figure. The data shows that when a 70-30 methacrylic acid and ethyl acrylate copolymers is added to a typical durable press finish containing dimethylal dihydroxyethylene urea, the fabric possesses excellent soil release with fair durability. The data also shows that the soil release ratings are sustainability lowered if a diepoxide over cross-links the polymer. Dual action fluorochemical soil release, a unique black copolymer developed by the 3M company, combines oil repellency with soil release. While conventional fluorochemicals, water and oil repellent finishes have an adverse effect on soil release, the copolymer overcomes this deficiency. The hybrid polymer backbone is comprised of segments based on polyoxyethylene and TIL with segments containing long chain perfluoroaliphatic group. The structure of the H portions and F portions of the functional groups on the black copolymers. The H section is a sulfo-dry terminated copolymer of tetraethylene glycol dimethacrylate and hydrogen sulfide containing 50% by weight of recurring ethylene oxide units. The F section contains poly N-methyl perfluorooctane sulfonamide ethyl acrylate. The black copolymer has recurring units of perfluoroacrylate portions attached to the sulfo-dry terminated glycol dimethacrylate. Hydrophilic soil release finishes for 100% polyester. Effective soil release finishes have been developed for 100% polyester fabric, which are best applied during the dye cycle and are often called exhaustible soil release finishes. They are also called co-crystallization soil release finishes. This class of soil release chemicals are composed of water dispersible, low molecular weight black copolymers which have recurring blocks of hydrophilic segments attached to short blocks of polyester. The hydrophilic segment is either polyethylene or sulfoxy isophthalate acid. The polyester portions provides attachment to the polyester fiber surface through secondary forces. The most effective applications conditions are the same as those for exhaust dyeing polyester fibers with dispersed dyes. This method results in uniform deposition of the finish of the fiber surface. Pad applications are sometimes used. However, thermosoiling temperature are needed to get fixation. Moth-proof and mild-proof agents. Moth-proofing is a finishing which is given to prevent the growth of moth. It is one kind of special finishing process of textile. It is chemical and property giving finish. Purpose of moth-proofing. It is mainly carried out on wool fabrics as the keratin molecules are consumed by moths as food. Since woolen fabrics are costlier, they have to be protected from moth. Moth is a small insect that feeds on substrate like keratin and fibroin, and so animal fibers are more susceptible to the attack of moth. Woolen and worsted materials are attacked by moth and quickly eaten away, and the housewives have to be very careful in preserving such garments. Requirements of the moth proof. The finish should not affect the strength, drape, handle, softness and fastness properties of dyed fabric, and it should not cause any irritation to the human skins. The finish should be fast to wash, light and laundering. Process of moth proofing. Moth proofing can be done in the following ways: by exposing the material to sunlight or sulfur dioxide, using naphthalene balls and para-dichlorobenzene, using some substances containing fluorine such as sodium fluoride, aluminum fluoride, potassium fluoride and sodium antimony fluoride, using soluble solvents such as dichlorobenzene, sulfomethylamine and dichlorotrichloroethane. Evlon BL and Metin FF also produce moth proofing. They are the best moth sites. Let us conclude my topics. So, soil release finishes are used to fluorocarbons and other surface tension reduced chemicals. So, it is used to remove the soil adherent to the material. It's based on the wash and wear purpose. And moth proof and mild proof agents are easily remove the antibacterial and fungus involved in the textile material. Thank you.